on this Veterans Day, one of the nation's largest employers of veterans is under attack. Heading into the lame duck session of Congress, conservatives are on a crusade to collapse the Postal Service. On January 5th, mark the date, the United States Postal Service is slated to lower service standards again. 82 mail processing facilities across 37 states are scheduled to be consolidated or closed. This could eliminate up to 15,000 jobs in 2015. Republicans are trying to justify the closures with reports of billions of dollars in losses for the post office. This is a manufactured crisis. It's another product of failure to act by Congress. Here's what unfolded back in 2006 in the lame duck session. Congress passed the Postal Accountability and Enhancement Act. The act requires the Postal Service to pre-fund future retiree health care costs 75 years in advance, and they had to do it in a 10-year window. This is $5.8 billion of an obligation on their bottom line every year. How do you make it work? You don't. No other public or private entity has the same burden. On Friday, members of 4 postal unions from all over the country will protest the United States Postal Service Board of Governors' final meeting of the year. Postmaster General Patrick Donahoe needs to protect thousands of American jobs, stand up for them, and don't cave to this constant chipping away that Congress has set up with the Postal Service. Why should our mail be late? Mark Dimondstein is the president of the American Postal Workers Union, joins us tonight. Mr. Dimondstein, good to have you with us. What do you see? What hope is there do you see happening following the National Day of Action on Friday? Whose attention can you get?
Well, there's lots of hope, Ed. There's the people of this country want the service they've been promised under the law, which is prompt, reliable, and efficient mail services. Under Postmaster General Patrick Donahoe, we're getting the opposite. So we think on the National Day of Action, the people of the country will be much more aware of what's happening on January 5th, because what's happening on January 5th is under the radar, and that is the slowing down of all mail in the country, wherever a patron lives and works, not just for the individual patron, but for the business patrons as well. So not only will there be virtually no more overnight mail delivery of first-class mail, but all mail will be slowed down. If it's now 2 days of service, it will be 3 and 4 days. So number one, the people of this country have within our power to stop it. Number two, all 4 postal unions are working together. All our members are united in the effort to stop delaying America's mail.
And the problem here is the bottom line. You read stories all the time about how the Postal Service isn't making any money. I mean, you've got over $5 billion a year that you have to hit to fund this health care 75 years in advance. Nobody runs a business like that. Is that you take that out? Do you make money?
Yes. The operating profit for this last fiscal year without that was over $1 billion. And
it's a fact that no tax dollars are involved in your operation. It's all user fees, correct?
Absolutely no tax dollars. And I wanted to let the listeners know. On November 14th, this Friday, there's going to be 145 actions planned around the country to back up what's happening in Washington at the Board of Governors meeting. It's going to be in 45 states. And also 51 senators have gone on record asking the post office, demanding that the post office put a moratorium on a change in service standards, how long it takes to get mail from point A to point B, stop the diminishing of the postal services, and it doesn't take an act of Congress to have at least a 1-year moratorium, which the senators have asked for. That's something the Board of Governors and the Postmaster General can do this Friday. And anybody that wants to come out on that day, you can find information on our website at stopmaildelays.org and join us in this protest to stop delaying America's mail.
And where's all these billions of dollars? Just in the United States Treasury, just accumulating?
The billions of dollars are shifting over to the United States Treasury, and as you pointed out, there's no tax money involved. It's user money, and it should stay in the post office to make sure that the American people get the kind of service that they deserve, and the post office grows, and this days of e-commerce and this great infrastructure is used to service the people of this country for generations to come.